Hello and welcome to Glorified Gutsy Gaming. Today we are unboxing Unmatched Robin Hood vs. Bigfoot. It is for ages 9 and up, 2 players, 20 minutes long, 2 battlefields, 2 miniatures, 62 cards it says. It's from Restoration Games. This does go with the other set, well all the sets. You can intermix them. The boards are just the 2-player boards on this one. In battle, there are no equals. Anyone, anywhere. Unmatched is a fast-paced game of tactical combat between unlikely opponents. Pick your favorite hero, choose a map, and use your hero's unique deck and abilities to win the day. You can mix up heroes and maps from any Unmatched set, face new challenges, and find fresh combos. Dozens of possibilities await, and more with every new set. And there's descriptions for these characters. Robin Hood, the quick-witted rogue, is a tricky adversary, hard to pin down and deadly with a bow. And just when he's got your attention, the outlaws come in to rob you blind. So his sidekick is the outlaws. Bigfoot. Mighty as a sequoia and untamable as the wind, Bigfoot comes crashing in with the darting jackalope in tow. Quickly as you feel their power, they're gone, like a figment of the mind. Sidekick the jackalope. Let's go ahead and open this up. We've got our rules with the icon reference. I am already familiar with all of these. And there's the Unmatched system, contents, heroes and sidekicks. Setup page, spaces and zones. This should all be the same from the main game. It says what you can do on your turn, and it describes the things you can do. And the anatomy of a card, boost and action scheme, more attack, winning the combat, there's a combat example, defeating a fighter, and then there's a thing for team play. It says you cannot use team play rules with just the Robin Hood vs. Bigfoot set. You'll need more figures and maps that have 3 and 4 spaces, so you'll need the main set or one of the 4 fighter sets. We've got our health dials for Bigfoot, Jackalope, and Robin Hood. And we've got our board. If I can open it. This will come in handy. I normally play this with 2 players, so it's an interesting kind of map. It's a little smaller, obviously. And looks like a couple more ways to be trapped on that side. This side is a lot more open, a lot more intersecting spaces here. See parts. Got our parts for the health kits. Got our rogues. There are 4 of them, and then jackalope pieces in here too. Got our Robin Hood mini. It's pretty nice. And then our Bigfoot mini. It's pretty good size. And then we've got our decks. I could open it. be great. The back of the Bigfoot Jackalope deck. Larger than life, just a strong attack. So several of those. Crash through the trees. Move Bigfoot up to 5 spaces. You may move through spaces containing opposing fighters, so it helps you not get trapped. Pretty helpful. Defense card for any is just your imagination. Immediately cancel all effects on your opponent's card. And another attack card for 4. Savagery. This is just for Bigfoot. After combat, if you won the combat, deal 1 damage to each fighter adjacent to Bigfoot. There's another one, and another one. And any for attack, defense, or character. Hoax. After combat, move your fighter up to 5 spaces. You may move that fighter through spaces containing opposing fighters. So another move. Already seems quite mobile for a big guy. This one is an action for the Jackalope. Jackalope horns. Move the Jackalope up to 5 spaces. You can move through spaces containing opposing fighters. Then deal 2 damage to any one fighter adjacent to the Jackalope. That's pretty cool. Automatic damage, I'm always a fan of that. There's any attack card for 4. Disengage. After combat, choose an empty space in this fighter's zone. Place this fighter in that space. It's another move. And then we have an any for fighting or defending for any character. Skirmish. After combat, if you won the combat, choose one of the fighters in the combat and move them up to 2 spaces. So a lot of movement. Any for 3. Momentous shift. During combat, if your fighter started this turn in a different space, this card's value is 5 instead. So that could be pretty worthwhile. Any 2. Faint. Immediately cancel all effects on your opponent's card. It's pretty normal. 1. Any regroup. After combat, draw 1 card. If you won the combat, draw 2 cards instead. And that is all his cards. We'll go to the Robin Hood deck. I really hate opening cards. On the back of his deck looks like a tree and an arrow at the same time. Oh, I didn't go over Bigfoot's power. Where is that card? I don't seem to have that. That seems like a mistake. Maybe it's in this set. Oh, here it is. We'll go over that instead. For Bigfoot, at the end of your turn, if there are no opposing fighters in Bigfoot's zone, you may draw a card. That's pretty cool. Move 3 melee, and so is the Jackalope. Cool. And Robin Hood gets to move 2, so not quite as much, but he's a ranged fighter. The Outlaws are not. After you attack, you may move your attacking fighter up to 2 spaces. That's pretty cool too. Hit and run tactics. Got a 5 attack for Robin Hood. An action, steal from the rich. Draw 1 card, then choose an opponent. They may choose to discard 1 card. If they do not, draw 1 more card. That's pretty cool. So drawing cards. attack for Robin Hood. Disarming shot. After combat, draw a number of cards equal to the amount of damage dealt to the opposing fighter. 2 for Robin Hood. Piercing shot. After combat, draw 2 cards. Defending for any. Defenders of Sherwood. After combat, draw 1 card. Return a defeated outlaw, if any, to any space in Robin Hood's zone. Cool, so you can bring back some guys. Outlaw attack 2. Highway robbery. Immediately cancel all effects on your opponent's card and ignore its defense value. That's pretty cool. So that's kind of a guaranteed hit for 2. There's quite a few of those. 2 attack for any ambush. During combat, your opponent discards 1 random card. Add its boost value to this card's value. We've gotten any for 3. Snark. After combat, if your fighter is adjacent to the opposing fighter, draw a card. Wily fighting. 3 any. After combat, deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter adjacent to your fighter. And then feint again, which we've seen with everybody else. Regroup. After combat, draw a card. So we've seen all that before. So that is everything here. I think these will make excellent additions to what I have. I can't wait to try them. Thank you for watching.